Okay, so I am going into the room where I have to dig out the Easter box. And of course, I've got the fall box down here on the bottom, and then the Christmas box, and then guess where the Easter box is? Right here. So all of these have to be moved out of the way so I can get to the Easter box. And then to top it off, okay, I've got the Easter baskets. Don't laugh, you guys. This is just horrid. This is what happens when you don't really have a basement and you've just got a small, very tiny room to put your Christmas boxes, your wreaths. And so this is kind of an avalanche, but it's just going to fall. But usually my house is pretty neat, but this is just, I don't know, maybe I can make this work. No, this is all just gonna fall. So hopefully you guys have a better way of organizing your things and you have more room to store your things. But I only have a couple of Easter baskets. This one looks like it's completely faded. Maybe from the sun in the room. So this looks like it's brown and this looks like it's different color. So that Easter basket is going in the fire pit later on. So, all right, so yeah, I've got the stuff falling and okay. I'm gonna dig this out, then I'll show you guys what I have. Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Bonnie. And I finally pulled out for you my Easter box from the closet, and I wanted to go through the box and show you what I have, such as some Easter devotionals that I've done with the kids and just by myself, some Easter books, and I also have some craft ideas for St. Patrick's Day and for Easter, and I wanted to quickly show you those. I also have just a couple of Easter decor items that are really simple, and I wanted to show you, so let me flip the camera around and I will show you what is in the box. Okay, so here is the box that I pulled out from the bottom of the closet, and I have not gone through this, so this is just I don't even know what's in here from last year, so I'm just gonna pull it out and show you. Here is, it looks like a table runner, a very simple table runner. Yes, I have washed it, it's just stained over a little bit. But I usually put this on my island or on the table. So you can find any kind of Easter runner. Hobby Lobby has really, really good ones. I think I got this one from Hobby Lobby quite a while ago. So I just love the pastel colors. And this is just a simple table runner. So fake palm branches, I have 2. I really do need to buy some more because these have just, I think, kind of seen it. They've been through a lot. But I usually like to buy a whole bunch of palm branches. You can find them at Dollar Tree, you can find them at Joann Fabrics, and put them in a vase. And when it's Palm Sunday, I'll put them in the middle of the table in the vase, or the kids, especially when the kids were little, they like to take them out and wave them around. So we go over Palm Sunday, we read the scripture from the New Testament, and they have their palm branches. So here's a book that the kids liked, especially when they were younger. I've seen this book at Walmart. It's a good one to order if you don't have one. What is Easter by Michelle Adams. And it goes through all the fun Easter things that kids like to do, dress up, parades, when they used to have Easter parades. And then it goes through what's really important about Christmas, what's really important about Easter. And it goes through his death and his resurrection and the tomb, and just a really good overall book. Check your Walmart. I've seen them there before. So here is something, I'm not quite sure if I have everything in here, that you can use if you do Lent or any kind of devotional the 40 days before Easter. So it has your countdown. And we're waiting for the Lamb of God. And then on the back, it has a different one. It says He is risen on the back. And there is I'm trying to see where it is, a countdown that you and your kids can move down the list as you count down the days until Easter. And I got this from I'm trying to say it right, Every Thine Home. And I can link the Facebook page down below. It is by Barbara Rainey. She is a pastor's wife, I believe. She's written books for women, and she had a whole set of Easter countdown and Easter books. And I bought this one year, and I hang it up on my wall, and I use this along with the devotional. Of course, I don't know what the devotional is, so it's probably in here somewhere. But I will link her down below. Here is, so when you go through your box of things, you're going to find some memories of Easter's past, especially maybe from your kids when they were younger. So I just want to quickly show you what Josiah, my oldest, did. He's so creative that he did a long time ago. So let me show you really quick. Okay, so I'm trying to get myself in this video a little bit. So here is what he did. He made his own Easter story. He made his own little devotional for the days leading up to Easter, and he put them in the little eggs. And he's got a rock. This one fell apart. So he's got a rock for the tomb. He has a little leaf in here for the Palm Sunday. So just a whole bunch of just really, really cute things. I think it's really cute when we allow our kids time and the materials to be creative, and you'll be surprised by what your kids can really do. Okay, so there's that. Since those are the eggs, these are a must-have. I really, really like these resurrection eggs. If you have not used them for your kids, if they're little, especially if they're middle school and younger, my middle schooler still likes these. My high schooler still kind of sometimes likes these. The resurrection eggs are just a go-to, and I'm always so happy that I bought these when the boys were younger. So I'm sure most of you know these. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them on Family Christian Bookstore or Christian Book. I don't even know if Family Christian Bookstore has a website anymore. But on christianbook.com, you can still get these. And it comes with a story. The story got the resurrection story for every day. I think it's 2 weeks. So 2 weeks before Easter, you would start opening up these eggs, and you end on the resurrection day, which is an empty egg because he is risen. So this is a must. So I highly recommend these for your kids, for your grandkids. Just a really good, neat addition to celebrating Easter. So there's that. And what else? So I have this Easter egg. I think it belonged, my mom gave it to me. So I think it belonged to maybe my grandmother, maybe not. I don't know for sure. But she gave it to me. And then Josiah, my oldest, he went in there and he put these little hearts on there, little happy faces. Here's a little Mom, I love you sticker, a little Mom, I love you, and love, and a whole bunch of just little hearts that he made, and he put them in here as well. I hope the lighting is okay. It is really, really dark today. It's supposed to be rain. It's like in the end of February, and it's almost going to be thunderstorming or something today. So I hope it's not. I should probably put a light on so you guys can see better. So I'm going to pause and do that. Okay, so I put a light on, so hopefully that'll be a little bit better. So we have a bunch of grass. I remember when grass used to be like 50 cents or 99 cents per bag, and now it's like a lot. So I always keep my grass. I got lots of grass. What else? I got this, I think at Walmart. It just says hope on the back, and then Happy Easter. So I really like this. I think it was like 99 cents. It was something really, really cheap, so I like that. What else? And then, I don't even know what is in here. Sometimes I find Christmas stuff in my Easter box, so you never know what you're going to find. Oh, I know what it is. This is just a really simple Blossom Bucket, Family Christian. Back when they used to have the Family Christian bookstores, I used to really, really love to go to those, especially when my kids were little. And I bought one of these, just He is Risen. I think Easter is probably the hardest holiday to actually decorate for because there's not that much out there for Easter. Okay, so what else do we have? Oh, we have lots of eggs. I have a little rabbit that my mom gave me. It's a porcelain, genuine bone china, made in Taiwan. So I'm not sure if this belonged to my grandmother or not. But my mom will watch this video and she'll let me know. You're wrong. Okay, so I have a lot of eggs. Eggs. We have some really interesting eggs. Let me know if you guys have been to Hobby Lobby this year. I have not been to Hobby Lobby. Look, they even have a pig egg. Now, who would have thought to have done a pig egg? I don't know, but they have a pig egg. So I have some garlands, and I put this over my mantle. I love the pastel. I love pastels, and I love really, really bright colors. So I just love any kind of eggs that look like the brown speckled, and then I just hang them up on my mantle. I have those. Here's another book for kids. So I have The Story of Easter, written by Patricia Pingree. This is another one. Of course, now you're going to see that circle light. And it's springtime, about Easter, how Jesus was our good shepherd, palm branches. So it does have the palm branches for the Palm Sunday part in the book. Some Easter books are just his death, his resurrection, but this one actually includes the Palm Sunday and how we celebrate Easter to remember Jesus' death and resurrection. Dora. This used to be my oldest. It's way back when. Dora was, something that we watched on PBS, or Nick Jr. Sorry, not PBS, but he had a Dora book. So I won't find too many of those. And I'm trying to see. Okay, so if you remember that Ever Thine Home Lamb countdown, I'm trying to see. Here is the brass holder. I think she still sells these. I'm not sure. That you slide down on the lamb, on the countdown to Resurrection Day. And then here are just, I'll have to find the links to these. If the kids did these back in 2020. So they used waxed crayons and they did the crosses and we hang them up. We have like a tree, not a tree, but have branches on it. And it's kind of like an Advent tree, but you can do it as an Easter Advent too. And then another craft idea would be just to get some, these are so old, so to get some plastic crosses and paint them. And then you can hang, here's a newer one, and then you can hang them in your window and the light comes through them. So some cross sun catchers. And I think I should have one more somewhere in here, and I don't. So that is it for right now for that bag. So the sun catchers, the crosses are really, really good. I got this at Hobby Lobby, the Love. I got that. I got more than that. And so here we have some items to remind us of his crucifixion and his death. So sometimes our church would do a walk around. I just dropped the nail. A walk around where they would have different stations where you could remember the Garden of Gethsemane. So it'd be decorated like a garden, and then you can go and see where Pontius Pilate washed his hands. There'd be a basin of water. You could see where there would be like a place where they would have like the wooden beam for where his crucifixion was. And then you would have places where you could pick up a nail in remembrance. You could pick up a purple cloth. And then they had coins because Judas, betrayed Jesus. And then some jewels because they cast lots for his garments. So some churches will do that. So check local churches because some of them will have those rooms where you can go in and you can just sit and remember kind of like what Jesus went through for his death and his resurrection. And we take the kids, so it's really good to take your kids to. And then you get to pick this up and you can remember it years later. I forgot what the term for it was, but it's kind of like a nativity scene, but it's about his death and his resurrection. So that's that. Okay, so the story of the resurrection eggs, Benjamin box. This is basically, it goes along with the Easter eggs. Let me see, not the Easter eggs. What are the treasures in Benjamin's box? Come along with Benjamin and see what is in his box. And it goes through the story of a boy named Benjamin and how to use this book, how resurrection eggs and Benjamin's box complement each other. And then you just open up the eggs and talk about the story, the box, the donkey. The donkey is the first egg if you get the resurrection eggs. I'm sorry, guys, probably can't see that. The donkey is the first one, and then the coin. So you could read that or read this story along with the resurrection eggs, because it's just a short Bible story that's in here, and it kind of just adds a little bit more storyline to it. And then the cup, of course, told from the perspective of Benjamin, it's not really in the Bible, but it's just an actual story. The praying hands, and that's one of the ones in the cup too. So if you look at this up online, a lot of people enjoy this book. So Benjamin's box, and I'll link that below from Amazon. And then I have just some cute, I had a friend in Chicago when I worked there. She gave me a little basket. And this is an Easter bunny that my mother gave me. I don't know if it's my mom's or my grandmother's. But so I put that in there, and I put some just little eggs in there, and I put it on top of my mantle. So even though we celebrate his death and his resurrection, I also have a little bit, just kind of a little bit of Easter rabbits to celebrate spring and new life and rebirth, and then some eggs. What else? So my sister made this for me. I forgot what this is called. Diamond? Is it diamond paintings? Somebody will have to help me out. Maybe I think it's called diamond paintings. So she did this for me for Easter one year, and it's really sparkly, and I love the colors. So I'm going to put this up as well. So check out diamond paintings. If you're into crafts, or if your kids are into crafts, they have some for children, I think. This might be something they can do. I know it's really, really small pieces, and you have to put them in there and like little stickers, I think, and it takes a long time. So I don't want to drop this. What else? So some more books. Oh, Max's Chocolate Chicken by Rosemary Wells. So who remembers Max's Chocolate Chicken? So Josiah loved Max and Ruby. Popular story. This is a classic. It never gets old. My youngest son also likes it. So check out this one, Max's Chocolate Chicken. Chocolate Chicken, I can't really say it. It's just a really good story. Here's another one. The Easter story is by the same Patricia lady that did the other book. This one you can find at Walmart sometimes. You'd be surprised. At least you used to be able to, and I have seen a couple. This one is but the Beginner's Bible. So you can find this maybe on Christian Book. It talks about how Jesus enters Jerusalem for St. Patrick's Day, and then you flip it over, and it goes into his resurrection. And it has stickers that you can put in it wherever you wanted to. And of course, I can't figure out the book. Or you wanted to, so half of it, and then you flip it over for the part where he's risen. So this Bible brand is still out there, so they might still have this book on Amazon. Here's another one, The Easter Story, taken directly from the Bible. And this is for older, I think middle school and up. And it just basically gives the chapter of the Bible, the passage, some prayer ideas, some questions to ask. So it has the triumphal entry. And this is done by Family Christian. I missed that Family Christian bookstore. It doesn't say where it came from or who wrote it. Concordia is the brand. So Concordia Publishing put this one out, The Easter Story. Since it's directly from the Bible, nobody really wrote it except for the disciples. It's Concordia Publishing, and I'll try to link that down below too for you guys. What else? So sticker books are a big thing. Easter Story sticker books, $1.99. Pretty sure I got this at the Christian bookstore. We've gone through numerous of these over the years when the kids were little. And they don't do it anymore because my kids are older, but when they were little, they did do them for the Easter story. And then we have some neon Easter dye kits. We do dye Easter eggs, and I like to put them in a box and put them, I know you might get yucked out by this, but I like to have the kids dye them, and then I put them in like a rectangular box, and then I put them on my table, or I put them on the window seal, and then I just use them for decoration. So we always decorate Easter eggs. Okay, so I took a break just for a quick second, and I wanted to switch sides, possibly for better lighting, we'll see. But let me see what's in here. Here we have so this is a cute craft idea for you and your kids. So I have this toilet paper roll, a cotton ball, some white paper just made out with little triangles at the top. So they just cut little pieces of paper, and then just draw some eyes and a nose and some whiskers, and then you have a little Easter rabbit. So somebody's got green eyes, and this one is almost missing a tail. So there's this one as well. And Josiah made me this one when he was little. So this one is another idea. It looks like some kind of carton, like a half and half carton. And you get some cotton balls, and you stick the cotton balls all around, and then you just cut out a rabbit face, and you put them on there and put a little egg inside. So that's another really, really cute craft idea. Okay, let me see what else I have in here. So I have these, I think from last year. I never really opened them. These are just Easter eggs. I think I got these at Walmart, so they're pretty cheap. For 99 cents. Let me see what else. Here is an Easter sign that I got at Target. And it just says Easter, and it has that fake grass on it, and then some of the burlap. I really like burlap, so that will go over my mantle as well, along with my eggs that I showed you earlier. I'm trying to see what else I have. So painting. So have your kids paint. You can get canvases. You can get canvases at Joann Fabrics, any craft store, but this is not a canvas, but you can use whatever. This is just a piece of wood and then a frame that my husband put together, and he had the kids draw just crosses on it, the tomb or a rainbow of some sort, or I think it's supposed to be a tomb and the crosses. And just have, your kids draw a color or paint an Easter picture, and you can hang it up on your wall. And you can hang it up every Easter and remember. So that's a good craft to do during Easter time as well. I'm trying to see. More little boxes. And so for my kids, I usually put, if I do an Easter egg hunt in the backyard when they were little, I would always put like Z for Zion and then J for Josiah, so they would know which ones were whose when they were going to go look for their eggs. So I always would put a marker on there for that. Some more eggs. I'm trying to see. Oh, look at these eggs. So my youngest son really loves eggs. When he was 3, 4, and 5, he would love to put notes to me inside eggs. And so I have a whole bunch of eggs. So I never have to buy any eggs unless they get weak and they break. I have more grass in here. More grass. I'm trying to see what else I have in here. I have some, let's see. So here is Ever Thine Home, the kit that it came with. So you get the Ever Thine Home, the countdown, and she has what's called resurrection cards. And Behold the Lamb, A Holy Week Walk with Jesus by it was Barbara Rainey who did it. And then it has some cards. I really like the Resurrection Day cards. And it just goes through, and you can hang them up on her website. She has where you can hang them up on a string. And there's Jesus. And it just goes over basically the stories leading up to his death. And I'll put that away later. And this one is just a Holy Week countdown. Tuesday, he is the door, the names of Jesus. He is the light of the world. So I've done that with the kids as well. Sarah Young, who does the Jesus Calling, and she also did my Easter devotional, 40 Days with Jesus, celebrating his presence. So that's something that I've done by myself. And sometimes churches will give these away for free, or you can purchase these online. But this is a good mom devotional that you can do leading up into Christmas, to Easter. So even though it's 40 days, you can start this whenever. It's better than never, as I like to say. And then Easter egg hunt sign, and I got this at Walmart a long time ago. And here's also Ever Thine Home, Waiting for the Lamb. So check out her site. She has a lot of good sites. And I don't even see the books that I've used for my devotional, so I'll have to hunt those down and find those. So I also celebrate Passover. My mom celebrated Passover every year, and I'm going to do a separate video over Passover. But I got this at Target years and years and years ago. So I also celebrate Passover, and we have a Passover plate. And I will have a separate video going over Passover. I know a lot of people don't celebrate Passover, and we really don't celebrate Passover every year either. It just depends on the year. Another Max and Ruby book that we have. I can't find my devotional that I've used. That is very interesting. So don't you love it when you pull out all your stuff and you can't really find what you're looking for? That is just really sad. I'm going to have to go find it now. So I should have made sure I had everything ready. So I will be back, and I'm going to go look for that devotional. That's the best part of the Easter box, is the Easter devotional. So we're actually doing a different one this year, but there's one that I've always done with the kids forever, and I wanted to show that to you, and I'm going to go find it. I'll be right back. Okay, so it didn't take me very long. I was able to find it. This is the devotional book that I've used for many, many years for my kids and for myself. I found it on Amazon. It's the Lenten Tree I'm not even sure, but somebody with the last name of Lambert. This is the one that I've used. And my kids, I started using this with my kids when they were probably 5th grade and up, 6th grade and up. So the adult section is much more for adults. It's more deeper, but I still like to use that in addition to the kid version for the children, because I also have a high schooler. So basically it goes over, she says she addresses it to all pilgrims on their journey who are seeking repentance, renewal, and the resurrection. And it goes over the contents. And then she gives you permission to go online, and she gives you permission basically to print out the pictures. Let me show you the picture. To print out the pictures, and here, I'll just show you the ones that I already printed out. You can print out the pictures for each chapter, and you can make yourself a Lenten tree. He's the lily of the valley. Whoops. There he is praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. There's his tomb. So if you have little kids especially, they really, really like to be able to hang up the pictures that have to go with the story. And it has, let me show you. Let me try to get a good example. It talks about Christ the rock, and then it has a symbol. It goes over the symbol, it goes over the memory verse. Then it goes over songs that you can sing if you want to. Then it has the children's devotional, and then it has an adult's devotional for yourself. So if you want to choose to do both because you have older children, then you can. But this is the one that we normally use, that I've used for many, many, many years. And I think in the back she has, hold on. Sometimes she has recipes. She has the Easter cookies. She has pretzels, the jelly bean prayer. That's really, really good, the jelly bean prayer. And then she has the bread of life, and she gives you a bread recipe, the Passover supper. It says the hot cross buns, the resurrection buns. Those are always really, really fun, and cinnamon rolls. So she has that in the appendix in the back of the book. So check this out. I'm going to link it down below. If you're looking for a devotional for your kids, for yourself, this is really, really a good read. And you can start it 2 weeks before Easter. You can start it whenever. It doesn't have to be 40 days before. So this is something else that we're trying as well. Amon's Adventure. So we started reading it, and then we got busy with sports, and then we have to pick it back up again. But Amon's is by, I can't even pronounce the guy's last name, Arnold. I don't know how you would pronounce that. But he is pretty popular for Jotham's Journeys. I know some of you may be familiar with this series. We have Jotham's Journey, Bartholomew's Passage, and Tabitha's Travels. So I haven't read any of these other ones before. I just automatically picked this one because it got good reviews. So it's mainly for middle school. I would say for middle school and up. I would not, if you have younger children, I would not recommend it. I'm not quite sure about the other ones. And this is really in-depth stories about a boy that grows up in Jerusalem. It talks about how he has to go to the synagogue, he has to go worship, and he has to go to temple. And then online, there's some free resources where you can print out what the house would look like, what the map of Jerusalem would be like. And so when you're reading it, you could point to each one. And it's basically his journey. And I think he eventually ends up probably coming in contact with, along the way, see the jubilant crowds that gather on Palm Sunday. So it goes over Palm Sunday. Hear the Messiah address the angry mob. Judas Iscariot, and witness the ultimate sacrifice made on Good Friday. So it does go over those three things. So this is something that I'm interested in doing. I bought that this year for us to go over. So I try to buy one new every year. There's also, no, Trevor. Okay, so that was the dog. So I had to also try to change this around because it's getting so dark. It's only 6 o'clock. What I wanted to say is I'm going to be linking down below some free resources for you, such as Printables for your kids. Some of them are Bible passages that you can read leading up until Easter. Some of them I've done and some of them I have not done, but I've heard good things about them, but I just wanted to share them with you anyways. But let me know what you guys are going to be reading through Easter, if you're reading any devotionals, either as a mom or just as a family.
Let me know what books you're using, because I'm always wanting to get my hands on some good books, because I love reading and reading with my children and reading by myself too. But that is basically it. If you have not hit like or subscribe, please consider doing so. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, and I hope that I've been able to give you some good ideas and some good resources for celebrating Easter, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter holiday with your family. But I will be uploading some other videos that go over different holidays like St. Patrick's Day, and maybe a Passover video coming up soon, so check back for that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and take care, and God bless, and I'll talk to you all later.